Hello, I'm Robert Hyde, writer and director of a film called An American Holocaust, the removal of the Georgia Native Americans. This land you see behind me was once owned by the Cherokee people. About 100 miles south was where the Creek or Muskogee Nation resided. These two tribes were somewhat unique. The Creek Nation had a treaty with the United States government guaranteeing them the land west of the Oconee River. The Cherokee were even a little more unique because they chose to fight their injustices through legal channels and actually won their case. The Georgia Supreme Court ruled that the Cherokee people were the rightful owners of the land and did not have to move. Furthermore, the ruling stated that no government had the right to enforce their laws on Cherokee land. When President Andrew Jackson heard of this, he said they made their ruling, now let them enforce it. He sent federal troops in direct opposition to this Supreme Court ruling to remove the Native Americans living in Georgia. These people were not savages. They had houses, farms, businesses. They even had their own newspaper. I need your help in telling this story because on what is known as the Trail of Tears, over 4,000 people lost their lives just because they didn't have adequate food and clothing to make this forced journey. 4,000 people. More people died on the Trail of Tears than in the terrorist attacks of 9/11. And we need your help telling about this genocide that was placed on the Native American people. We're trying to raise $5,000 in 60 days, which is very doable. I know that doesn't sound like a considerable budget for a full-length documentary, but we're very fortunate in that we live within driving distance of most of the sites we will be filming. We have some great gifts starting at the $10 level all the way up to $100. They include artwork, CDs, DVDs, and a book of still photography we'll be taking as we visit these Native American sites. You'll not only be helping us tell the story of this genocide placed on the Native American people, you'll also be helping a young songwriter who is writing 2 original songs just for this film. You'll also be helping a young artist who is doing our artwork for us, have her talent displayed to a large number of people. And you'll also be helping a young filmmaker who's going to assist me in directing this film. Why should you donate? Well, today we still face the same injustices that the Native American faced. If the federal, state, or local government wants your land, they can take it with little or no trouble. You'll be given essentially the same choices. You can either sell your land to them voluntarily. If you don't, they will make you sell. They will force you to sell them your land. And if you resist, you may wind up in prison. It's as simple as that. The Native Americans today still fight for their land. They face struggles with the federal government every day. Today, Native American land laws still state that if any valuable resources are found on Native American land, the federal government has the right to seize that land or those resources. Furthermore, the federal government reserves the right to strip a people of their tribe's status. In those cases, the land reverts back to the federal government. And these struggles are going on right now. There are cases in court where Native Americans are fighting for what little land they have left. We also face the same political issues that people in those days faced. Today we have politicians using the power of their office to push their personal agendas forward despite what the American people want. They use their executive powers to push their agendas. They use their veto powers to stop what the people of the United States want. So you'll be helping us not only tell the story, but you'll be helping young filmmakers and artists, and you will be helping young Native American people see where their people came from before they were removed. Many Native Americans don't know their history simply because after the Native Americans were removed, the federal government forced Native American children to attend boarding schools. They were taken from their families, forced to be educated in boarding schools until they were old enough to leave school. The injustices done to the Native American people are rather personal with me. Two of my great-grandmothers from Cherokee, and all my life I've heard stories of these injustices. Today we consider the Native Americans to be noble people who fought for their land and lost. Well, the Cherokee didn't lose their fight. They won their fight. But in spite of a Supreme Court ruling, they were still forced to give up their land. Technically, the Cherokee people signed a treaty trading their land for land west of the Mississippi in what is now Oklahoma. But that treaty was somewhat one-sided, considering the fact that if you didn't sign the treaty, you were considered to be in agreement with it. So if you signed, you were in agreement, and if you neglected to sign, you still agreed, according to the federal government. We need your help in telling this story. I think it's a compelling story, and it's a story that needs to be told. So with your help, we can do it. So I hope you'll donate to this film and help us tell this story in a true and compelling way. And even if you can't afford to help us, you can use Indiegogo's sharing tools and get the word out about this campaign to your friends and family. And as they contribute, you will be contributing financially. I thank you in advance, and we'll keep you updated. We're going to have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel, so you can keep up with our progress as we make this film. So thank you in advance, and God bless.